Ever feel like you've watched everything about Bone Blossom but still have no clue how to actually get a huge one, especially without rare pets? You're not alone. There's a reason so many players get stuck. Most guides skip one core mechanic, and I'll show you exactly what that is. In this video, I'll walk you through how to get another seed faster, cover the basics that every method relies on, and break down 4 methods, from chill to full sweat, so you can finally start growing bone blossoms that actually matter. I will also cover the buggy interactions that may occur, so you can skip the frustration. And at the end, I'll share the secret behind how people are pulling off those huge glitch-level blossoms and how you can do it too. The fastest way to get another seed is by completing the bonus quest. Every time you complete one, you get another instantly. If it doesn't show up, try leaving and rejoining. I had to do that a few times today. Most of them are pretty straightforward. Stop going into the corner you see. Make some friends. Today you love capybaras. Yes, there you go. That's what I am talking about. And back to the corner, Yusi clearly does not like to socialize. For the leveling quests, use capybaras if you have any, but always double check that the passive is working. There's a server-wide bug where nearby pets sometimes don't get the XP boost. If that happens, shut down your private server completely, then rejoin. On public servers, just try switching to a different one. The huge variant mechanic is hands down the key to making serious money and unlocking some of the biggest, most valuable plants. Every time you grow a fruit, there's a chance it turns huge. For Bone Blossom, that chance is 2.5%, so 1 in 40. When it hits, the game picks either a 3x or 4x multiplier and applies it to whatever the plant's non-huge weight would be. That stacks with all other size boosts, so if you've already made it big with sprinklers and moon cats, it can still get up to 4x bigger on top of that. That's how people end up with those monster-sized bone blossoms. The huge variants are significantly bigger, as you can see here. Once you got a feel for your normal-sized ones, they are incredibly easy to spot. Method 1. This method is for anyone who has other stuff going on or just doesn't want to play actively, but still wants to farm for a big bone blossom. It can be used on as many trees as you can fit within your sprinkler radius. We first check that the basic sprinklers reach all our plants. You can see the trees highlighting ever so slightly at the bottom, indicating that they will be affected if we place right here. If they're not, trowel them and reposition. I usually place a basic sprinkler at the start of the plot, just for convenience. It makes it easier to check the remaining time. I place them in this order: basic, advanced, godly, and master, always checking the hotbar to make sure the number goes down. It's sometimes hard to tell if a sprinkler actually placed, especially when stacking in the same spot. But that's just personal preference. Order doesn't matter. And never place more than one of each. It's a waste. Multiple sprinklers of the same type do not stack, no matter how much some in the community might wish they did. Now we simply harvest and leave the game. You can use the harvesting tool or harvest manually. Bone Blossom takes 30 minutes to fully grow. Sometimes it needs a bit longer for bigger sizes. Around 35-40 minutes should be safe. When you come back, check for a huge variant. If you see one, favorite it. If not, harvest and log back out. That's the loop. This one I just got is pretty big, top 10% for normal sized with sprinklers. But not a huge variant, so I'm tossing it. We still have 4 minutes left, so we could do another few rounds. If you have turtles, they'll extend the sprinkler duration. It will enable you to do more rounds with one set of sprinklers. But it's not necessary. Just remember, basic, advanced, and godly will run out before the master, so you'll need to replace those once per master cycle. Best setup: have your magnifying glass and harvest tool in your hotbar, jump in, check quickly, favorite and harvest, and pop back out. That's it for method 1. Method 2. This one is my favorite. It is so much fun, and anybody can do it. No exotic pets required. It uses Triceratops plus sprinklers, and while the potential is the same as method 1, it's a lot faster. You can get Triceratops from the dinosaur egg with a 32.5% chance. The eggs are obtainable by doing quests, putting pets into the dinosaur machine, or crafting after upgrading the machine. Use your bone blossoms to upgrade it. If you don't have a full stack yet, start hatching. The weight and age don't matter. Even the smallest level 1 works. Heavier ones only improve the chance to activate again, which doesn't matter for this method. The Triceratops activates every 213 seconds. I space mine out evenly to give myself time to check prices, favorite stuff, and harvest. For me, that's 26 seconds between each one. If you want the absolute maximum out of every round, space them out closer, around 20 seconds. You can use a timer or just track the time of the last Triceratops you placed to know when to drop the next. This method is a lot easier when on top of the trees. Build a ladder with cosmetics, don't use other plants Triceratops could hit. Especially for manual harvesting, being on top makes a big difference and makes the method way more enjoyable for me. Now, we put down our sprinklers and get ready, just to be disappointed when the Triceratops doesn't affect our fruits. Don't despair, there is a fix. Triceratops and echo frogs only work on fruit that haven't started growing yet. The best way to ensure they trigger is to make sure all fruits are harvestable before you start. If not, just wait, up to 30 minutes, and you'll be good. The second option is to shovel, but that's risky. People have reported accidentally shoveling the main tree. Also, bone blossoms can spawn and grow inside the tree cover, where they're not visible until fully grown, and those are impossible to shovel. Waiting to harvest is the best choice. Finally, launch time. Putting down the sprinklers, since my Triceratops hit every 26 seconds, I can harvest immediately. Try to harvest 20 seconds before your first Triceratops activates. Bone blossoms usually take a while to start growing, but the first one can spawn after a few seconds, so harvest as late as you safely can. We're only looking for huge variants again. Each Triceratops hits all 3 trees on activation. That gives us 12 fruits per activation, and on average we only need 3.3 activations to get a huge variant. Check the calculator in the description to decide which ones to keep. I personally keep each huge variant until I get a better one and aim for top 10% huge variants. But if you're only running one master sprinkler round, I'd keep every huge variant that spawns. Manual harvesting with this method is really easy. Bone blossoms get so big that the game automatically selects them. Just hold E or your harvest button, but wait until the Triceratops hit all 3 trees first. You don't want a huge variant spawning mid-harvest and immediately harvesting it by accident. I got 2 big ones here, one of them in the top 10%. There were more I could have kept. One of the best moneymakers for getting to your first trillion. And that wraps up method 2. I will be giving away 1 set of 5 Triceratops, 3 Moon Cats and Starfishes to unlock your max pet slots. To enter, just comment your Roblox username and the keyword I will reveal later, and we will randomly select the winning comment in around 72 hours. Method 3. This method is for those who've run out of sprinklers, want to save them, or just want to practice for the next method without wasting materials. For this one, we use 1 Triceratops and fill the remaining slots with Moon Cats. You can also use orange tabby or cat, it just means your timings will be a bit different, and cats have a lower multiplier. The method works best in an unexpanded garden and with leveled up cats. You've probably seen this everywhere. You want to wait until the Triceratops has between 115 and 120 remaining, then start spam placing the Moon Cats. If you place them at 115, you'll have less time to move the trees. If you place them too early, the Triceratops might not reach and activate all trees before the cats awaken. 115 to 120 is usually safe. 2 Moon Cats overlapping is almost as good as the sprinkler methods. 3 overlapping is even better, but it's a lot slower since we're only using 1 Triceratops. How many trees should we use? You can use up to 3, but they must be grouped together for the Triceratops to hit all of them during nap time. Most overlapping areas can only fit 2. I personally believe 2 is the practical max, but some of you gamers, without my potato skills, might be able to handle 3. They're starting to sleep. Let's find an area with the most overlap and place the trees there. I cannot place the second tree. This can be a problem sometimes and is even more likely when using 3 trees. Now, let's pick up the Moon Cats and give this another try. Okay, time to place them again. Trowel the trees. And show the glitch, even though I wasn't planning to demonstrate it right here. That's all there is to method 3. Method 4. This is the most powerful method. It's for those of you chasing the biggest bone blossom in the game, whether it's for the personal achievement or raccoons and trading. You can see me doing the method while we explore it. It's basically a carbon copy of the previous method, but with sprinklers added. That means we have to move even faster. And once we add in the secret method, we'll want to be blazing fast. This can burn through a lot of sprinkler resources. In an expanded garden without high-level cats, I couldn't get more than 3 overlapping Moon Cats during all my glitch testing, and the next overlap often ends up outside the previous sprinkler range, which means you'll need to drop a whole new set immediately. Thankfully, the huge chance got buffed, and that makes a big difference. Big W from the grower garden developers. Even so, using more than 1 tree with this method is tough. You'll need about 10 rounds on average to hit a huge variant, and around 100 if you're aiming for a top 10%. So, manage your expectations, and don't listen to the trolls in the comments yelling that it's actually much faster, because the friend of the cousin of their uncle supposedly hit a massive one in 5 tries. You might get lucky, or it might take 300 tries. That's just how it works. This is also where giant echo frogs beats out Triceratops. They'll activate faster and give you more chances, but only if they're giant. Normal echo frogs are worse than Triceratops unless they're almost level 100 and have high starting weight. There's not much else to it. Trowel the tree into Mooncat range, spam down your sprinklers, and repeat. Make sure to use the glitch while it still works to get the biggest Mooncat multiplier possible. The keyword for the giveaway is community. Let's reveal the powerful glitch. Many players take advantage of this without even realizing it. If you've enjoyed the video so far, I'd really appreciate it if you leave a like and subscribe. But enough yapping. Outside of using small gardens and high-level Mooncats, I'm pretty sure top-end Candy Blossom players already know about this glitch. But I haven't seen it reported anywhere. It might be one of those closely guarded secrets, until now. If any experienced Mooncat players want to add or correct anything, drop a comment and I'll pin it. You know I calculate everything using fandom data and formulas from extensive testing. But when I started doing method 3, something didn't line up. The values were off. Could Mooncats be stronger than their listed multipliers or use a completely different formula? That wouldn't make sense. So I spent the next few hours testing, and that's also why this video was delayed. I always aim to give you the most accurate info possible. Here's what I believe is happening. When Mooncats start sleeping in range of a plant, the multiplier is applied, even if we trowel the plant away afterward. That means we can move the plant around the garden to catch multiple Mooncats' ranges as they begin sleeping, then trowel it to wherever the overlap is strongest. This takes practice. If you're even a little too late, the multiplier won't apply. Learn to predict where the cat will nap once it activates. For example, you can get the multiplier of 5 overlapping Mooncats by catching 2 early, then troweling the plant into a spot where 3 others overlap. There are some other interactions I haven't figured out yet, but this is the big one. I also suspect there might be another glitch involving lingering sprinklers. After using them, it took a server reset to consistently detect the Mooncat glitch. If anyone figures that part out, share it in the comments. This is for the hardcore players out there. Pulling this off cleanly, plus placing sprinklers, before the Triceratops activates takes skill. I'm sure some of you can pull it off better than I ever could. And with that, it's time to let you know that I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next one.